right. Senator Brown, for starters, just explain why you wanted to come out here, bigger picture.
Well, I think it's important that you see someone who's 19 years old and he's running for re-election to the House of Representatives. I don't care what state you're in. I thought it was really just kind of, I don't want to say cute, but it was very nice when I got the email from him. You know, I just thought it was great. You have someone so young running. It's important for, if not me helping out, who? I mean, you have a lot of the local leaders, but you can't have someone who's been in federal office who has, you know, done what I've done. I remember being 19 years old, and I wasn't in the House of Representatives. Okay, so I felt it was important to come out and show my support.
You said you missed the Senate. Do you want to challenge Jeanne Shaheen to take her seat?
Yeah, I'm not going to talk about my political views or talk about the views, but whether I'm running or not. I told people I'd let them know, you know, closer we get to the Labor Day time period. But I think it's important to note that anybody who's in elective office right now, a lot of them have forgotten what it's like to represent the people. I mean, in Jean's instance, she voted for Obamacare. She's the deciding vote. She wrote the IRS asking them to obviously hammer and look into the conservative roots. She's voted for more regulations than any senator I knew up there to impose on businesses and individuals. And it's not just her, it's a lot of other people throughout the country. They need to be more accountable to the people. So whether that translates, you know, you have some great candidates here who could take on Jeanne and do very, very well. And is it a question of whether I support them and come out like I'm doing with obviously Joe and others? You know, we'll see.
Are people asking you to run?
Yeah, I get people asking me to do a lot of things, but I need to do what's important for me. I'm enjoying being on Fox. I'm enjoying being with Nixon Peabody and speaking all over the world, helping other candidates. So there'll be a time and place. I don't think I'm done, but I'm not quite sure what I'm going to be doing.
Are you a better fit, sir, for running for governor in Massachusetts?
There's a lot of good people thinking about that too. Like I said, I don't think I'm done. I just don't know at this point where I'm going to fit in. I think right now my best role is to be challenging both sides, whether it's on TV or whether it's at events like this, to do it better. And so we'll see what happens. Anything else?
Senator Brown, I covered an event with Kelly Ayotte at St. Anselm College about her bill about contractor fraud to keep taxpayer dollars, you know, from going to our
contractor and the enemy?
Yes.
Yeah, that was my bill, and Kelly signed on to it.
She mentioned you twice. I think you have a big fan in Kelly Ayotte. Do you think she'd like to serve with you again in the Senate?
Well, you'll have to ask her, but I will say something about Kelly. She's one of the hardest working senators down there. Very well respected, has a national reputation. She's not a backbencher. She's out there taking stands on sometimes popular and unpopular issues. That no contracting with the enemy. I went to Afghanistan to serve for a period of time and learned that when we actually do a contract with an entity, when we find out that they're criminals or terrorists, we can't terminate that contract, believe it or not. So we were able to put through one of the appropriations bills the ability for not only the government to terminate the contract, but to recoup any of the monies that we've already given them. And it made sense, and she was one of the leaders on that.
Have you had a chance yet to speak with any family members about the situation with
Yeah, obviously it came out of left field. You know, it's my half-brother. As you know, my parents are divorced 4 times each, and in my 40s, his 46 years of living, we've probably been together 25 times, so we're not very close. We've always been somewhat estranged. I think that probably comes from our parents kind of always battling. But yeah, listen, I think about his kids at this point, and because I know that they look up to him, certainly, but whatever he's done, you know, he's got serious charges. He's going to have to face them.
Do you expect to visit New Hampshire again?
Well, I'm here all the time. I'm staying up at our house in Rye, and I've been here since May, and I've been visiting New Hampshire since I was born. That's Portsmouth Naval Shipyard. So, right?
Mildred Brass coming out next week with those new measures to combat sexual assault in the military. I know you've worked on this for years.
Yeah.
Have you read these measures, and do they go far enough?
Well, I'm a JAG, and I'm also in the Pentagon as one of the deputies, deputy to the chief counsel of the National Guard Bureau. I was actually working in the National Guard. We developed new sexual assault regulations that are, we not only set up a team, we passed the regulations, they were signed into law in 6 months. We've not only trained a team, but we've already done investigations throughout the country on sexual assaults. What Congress has done, the fear is that they want to make sure they don't go too far. They want to let programs like the one we've developed, which is working, go into effect. But to have the commanders have the final discretion over cases like that, you know, I've always had a question, being a former commander, whether that's the appropriate thing to do. So I'm looking forward to seeing what the final word is going to be, but I'm also encouraging us to continue to develop our programs like we've done, and they seem to be working, and they seem to be satisfied with the results. Okay? Hey guys, thanks for coming out. All right, good to see you all.